Machiavelli, aka Pop.
What, nigga? Young motherfucking thugs is out doing it. I better fuck with these other niggas. I don't see it. Motherfuckers is fatal, nigga. I swear by the cards. Don't make enemies with me, nigga.
I'm dangerous when drunk, I only drink beer. Gin makes me sin, unable to think clear. Hennessy makes me think my enemy is getting close. Boom, 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 got me shooting at a ghost. Some call me crazy, but this is what you gave me. I'm off the babies who raised up from the slavery. I sport a vest and hit the sets to kill a stress. Moved out west and I invest in all the best. Those who test, I find a bullet in their chest. Put to rest by a brother who was hopeless. Grow up broke on the rope of insanity. How many did the smoking coming from a broken family? I'm sick of being tired, sick of the sirens, body bags, and the guns firing. Tell push the button cause I'm dead. Tired of hearing these voices in my head. The streets
That I'm saying motherfuckers wanna murder me, and no one did the Lord ever heard of me. I need loot, so I'm doing what I do, and don't say shit until you walk in my shoe. That I'm saying motherfuckers wanna murder me, and no one did the Lord ever heard of me. I need loot, so I'm doing what I do, and don't say shit until you walk in my shoe.
just murdered a man, I'm even more stressed, wearing a vest. Open that they aiming at my chest. Much too young to fight the bullet. Hand on the trigger, I see my life before my eyes. Each time I pull it, I hope I live to be a man. Must be part of some big plan to keep a brother in the state pen. Counting pennies over the years, I done stacked many. Proving wrong those who swore I wouldn't let it 20. Now they gotta cope, since it's the only thing I know. It's difficult to let it go. I'm starting to lose my head cause I worry. Hustling to keep from getting buried. But now I gotta move away now, cause these suckers let us spray where I lay down. My homie loves his family, snap. Shot up half the block to bring him back. The streets
That I'm saying motherfuckers wanna murder me, and no one did the Lord ever heard of me. I need loot, so I'm doing what I do, and don't say shit until you walk in my shoe. That I'm saying motherfuckers wanna murder me, and no one did the Lord ever heard of me. I need loot, so I'm doing what I do, and don't say
think clear. Hennessy makes me think my enemy is getting close. Boom, 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 got me shooting at a ghost. Some call me crazy, but this is what you gave me. I'm off the babies who raised up from the slavery. I sport a vest and hit the sets to kill a stress. Moved out west and I invest in all the best. Those who test, I find a bullet in their chest. Put to rest by a brother who was hopeless. Grow up broke on the rope of insanity. How many did the smoking coming from a broken family? I'm sick of being tired, sick of the sirens, body bags, and the guns firing. Tell push the button cause I'm dead. Tired of hearing these voices in my head. The streets
that I'm saying motherfuckers wanna murder me, and no one did the Lord ever heard of me. I need loot, so I'm doing what I do, and don't say shit until you walk in my shoe. That I'm saying motherfuckers wanna murder me, and no one did the Lord ever heard of me. I need loot, so I'm doing what I do, and don't say shit until you walk in my shoe.
just murdered a man, I'm even more stressed, wearing a vest. Open that they aiming at my chest. Much too young to fight the bullet. Hand on the trigger, I see my life before my eyes. Each time I pull it, I hope I live to be a man. Must be part of some big plan to keep a brother in the state pen. Counting pennies over the years, I done stacked many. Proving wrong those who swore I wouldn't let it 20. Now they gotta cope, since it's the only thing I know. It's difficult to let it go. I'm starting to lose my head cause I worry. Hustling to keep from getting buried. But now I gotta move away now, cause these suckers let us spray where I lay down. My homie loves his family, snap. Shot up half the block to bring him back. The streets
that I'm saying motherfuckers wanna murder me, and no one did the Lord ever heard of me. I need loot, so I'm doing what I do, and don't say shit until you walk in my shoe. That I'm saying motherfuckers wanna murder me, and no one did the Lord ever heard of me. I need loot, so I'm doing what I do, and don't say shit until you walk in my shoe.
Growing up as an inner city brother, where every other had a pops and a mother, I was the product of a hated lover. Nobody knew how deep it screwed me, and since my pops never knew me, my family didn't know what to do with me. Was I somebody they despised? Curious look in their eyes, as if they wondered if I'm dead or alive. Oh, mama can't control me. Quit trying to save my soul. I wanna roll with my whole baby. A ticket time bomb, ain't nobody save me. Back in the 380 and finger from the stage. Chuck a scatter, but it don't matter, I'm a cool shot. Buck shot from all the buckshot that fools got. I'm tired of being a nice guy. I've been for my life, but don't know quite why. So they label me a lunatic who care less that the success.
Hey, greetings, Black Power. Greetings to the people, Black Power, Black Power. Y'all know what to do coming into this channel, the most underrated channel on YouTube. You know how I come. You see, they called it gutter, how I come. I'm trying to reach a particular people. You know, if you already conscious, you already know what it takes for us to get free as Black people in this country. I'm not trying to reach you. I'm trying to reach a particular people called the streets. You feel me? Because I know the grassroots of our people is the only people who gonna free Black people. I don't look to no politician. I don't look to no entertainer to free Black people. If Black people going to get free, it's going to come from the street element, the grassroots. So that's why I lean towards the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's why I come a particular way that I come. You know, it's raw, uncut, it's censored, you know, it's hated. You know, they make sure that my videos don't reach nobody. You feel me? But I'm going to keep it gutter, if that's what they call it. But it's nothing but the truth. That's the foundation. That is the foundation. And this is why they make sure this channel stay at a standstill, stationary. But we going to rotate, because I know tonight, my brothers and sisters tonight, go check this video out. And I got not faith, but faith that my brothers and sisters gonna come around tonight and support me. Watch. After I'm done with this video, they gonna support me. You feel me? Because I come with nothing but uncut, raw truth. The truth hurts. You know, I know who control the algorithm and when they hear certain voices. This is why when they call you on the phone, so-called spam, and they don't say nothing, they're taking a duplicate and mimicking your voice. So when you say hello, you cuss them out because they ain't saying nothing, they got your voice. So they know when they hear my voice in the algorithm, unless you support me, they know how to keep the video like, if you're not sharing the video, you're not subscribing to the channel, they always gonna hold me back. So I think really the CIA and the FBI is keeping my channel at a standstill because the majority of the people who watch my channel is the FBI. Some people call me crazy, but the FBI know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's deep. But we got a deep story, y'all, that happened Labor Day. Yeah, back in August 31st, on a Saturday, 2024, we're going to speak on this particular incident because it's like bewildering me. It's got me thinking like, you know, what can Black people do when things are just plain simple to identify and recognize? Action should happen after you identify something that goes wrong in society. Action should take its course. You see what I'm saying? Every action is a reaction. So we got a story, y'all, out of Amarillo, Texas, where a white male kills a young Black woman named Felita Bailey. She was 25 years old. This white male was Dalen Black. He shot her to death after she refused sexual advances. She was assaulted by 3 other men, according to the report, the police report, that she was assaulted by 4 men before being unalive, shot to death by this white male who thinks he's black. He hangs out with black people and he thinks he's black. But, you know, he think he's entitled to black women now. And when the sister refused his sexual advance, he was salty. It gets deep. Now, a male relative was also present at this particular party. This was a late night party with 40 people uninvited barged into the party. This male relative of Felita Bailey, his last name was Johnson. That's all the information I got right now. But he was trying to help her. They drag him outside, shoot him in the leg. What's so deep about this whole situation, after Dalen Black, white male, shoots Felita Bailey, 25-year-old black woman, this guy drives to the hospital. And when he gets to the hospital, he tells the police and security that he heard about a shooting of one of his friends, Johnson, and he was just checking on him. He didn't go to the party. He said he didn't go to the party, but somebody told him about the particular incident. So, sexual advances got our sister unalive. And her male relative was jumped by several people at this party house. This is in Amarillo, Texas, in a neighborhood in Amarillo, Texas. Police reported a complaint was filed against a 22-year-old white male, Dalen Black, following a fatal shooting of Felita Bailey. Also, in police report, about 40 people, check this out, 40 people just came to a party, uninvited. Barged into a party. Was they there to jump the male relative of Felita? But we know that this white male fatally shot this sister because she wouldn't have sex with this guy. What kind of thinking is that? Ain't that what the slave master did to our sisters? I read in Senegal on the Gorée Island where the slave master, I think he was Spanish, either Spanish or Portuguese, Spanish, Portuguese, but it was a European. When the sisters wouldn't bow down and have sex on the Gorée Island. Gorée Island is in Senegal, West Africa, in the big slave dungeon. So when you be hearing them fools, the slave trade didn't never happen out of Africa, those dudes are straight crazy. They got about 50 big buildings. Look like penitentiaries that I was in at one time. And I know these big buildings, it's about 50-something slave houses in Africa on that, near that water for transport up out of Africa. So when I be hearing that kind of stuff, not to get off track, that sound retarded to me. There's the people trying to deny who they are. We know we're dealing with a lot of self-hate right now. But anyway, that's how the slave master on the Gory Island, when the sisters didn't accept sexual advances from the white man in the slavery days, he tied her up to a ball and chain out in the middle of the slave dungeon outside, 200-degree weather in Africa, until she submitted. So Dalen Black gets turned down by the sister, and he unalive her at a late night house party, Amarillo, Texas, resident. So they drag her cousin outside, shoot him in the leg for trying to protect Felita Bailey. She was fighting 4 men, pulled her hair out of her head before Dalen pulls out a 9mm and shoots her point blank range in the chest, all because she rejected sexual advances. After this chump was arrested, he was given contradicting statements that did not coincide with the video footage and Snapchat footage, ring footage of him with a gun. As well as the video also shows 3 other men along with Dalen Black assaulting this sister before they unalived her. Court documents stated that police find clothing that Dalen Black was wearing at the time of this shooting. The suspect gun was also found at the house. A witness told the police about where these people were hiding out at in Amarillo, Texas. The police also find 9mm casing shells inside a car that Dalen Black was in, the same bullets that unalived Felita Bailey. Then in the twist of a crazy event, y'all, check this out. Amarillo court system, the prosecutor dropped all charges against Dalen Black for insufficient evidence. Police never gave the family members the news that their daughter died. Felita's mother never knew about the death of her daughter till she watched the news. Family members, after Dalen Black was released, other family members were beat down by the police, They were beat down by the police and arrested for trying to push for justice for the sister being unalive. Why would the police not give notice, did not notify the family after their daughter, their loved one, was unalive, deleted for no reason, or because she didn't want to have sex with a white boy? This white boy is being protected by the Amarillo Police Department all of a sudden. That's why I tell the black woman, these Europeans, these white men don't really love you. They use you. Why This Amarillo court system, after all the evidence they corralled together. They got the gun, they got the video, they know what happened in that video. The police know that Dalen Black gave them conflicting, contradiction statements. And yet, they dropped all charges and let this white man walk for unaliving the black woman. I told the black woman, and this is not me trying to be Kevin Samuels, but I think Kevin Samuels was eliminated for trying to put the black man and the black woman back together, and that's not the agenda of this Caucasian man to run this world. Y'all don't know this is about genetic survival of the white race, who are not that many on earth. They're not the majority. They're the minority on our planet. They may be the majority in America, but by 2050, white people will be the minority in America. Don't get mad at me for telling the truth. Go look it up. This is not an anti-white channel. It's just a channel that tells the truth. You see what I'm saying? The coward gave the police conflicting, contradicting statements that did not coincide with the video footage and the Snapchat footage. He the only one had a gun. When he shot Felita, he had the audacity to go to the hospital where she was at just to see, did she die? Well, she did die. He got the information from the police that was at the hospital. He told the police that he wasn't at this party. Then the police called him out on it and said, you was at the party. He said, yeah, I was holding a gun for one of my friends. Keep in mind, I think Dalen Black thinks he is black, hanging out with black people. Think he's entitled to our women. That's why I tell y'all better stop this multicultural stuff. Because he rolled up on a sister who probably did not date white men. They think they entitled to our women. How is it that he's walking around free and the family is mourning and suffering for Felita? That hurts. And he walking around free? Something is wrong with this picture. Something is wrong with this picture. And if I call it racism, you would tell me, people that I know, that I'm then lost my mind. I'm short on my marbles. I'm retarded. I'm crazy for speaking out on this particular incident. Now, if that was the other way around, a black man unalive a white woman because the black man couldn't get no sex from that white woman, ain't no charges gonna be dropped. You feel what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? A black man or a black teen male wouldn't have a chance of being free after unaliving anybody, whether black or white. They're not going to let black people off the hook. You have to have the complexion for the connection to be able to treat it differently in this country. There is a difference. I don't care what people say. Dalen Black, after all the evidence that was collected by law enforcement. They know who had the gun. They know who had the bullets inside the car that Dalen Black was inside of. They found a change of clothes inside this house. The same clothes that was wore at the party by Dalen Black. They got the gun. And I'm not surprised that they let this white man be free to go about his life after unaliving a black woman. That's just the way it is in this country. Just like in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Y'all remember the shooting of a black man who got shot in the back 7 times? I'm talking about the Blake brother that was shot in the back 7 times by cops in Kenosha, Wisconsin, August 2020. And they had a riot there. And a young white kid, 17 years old, Kyle Wittenhouse, he leaves another state to enter in Kenosha, Wisconsin on the notion of stopping protesters for protesting against law enforcement. Police shoot this brother in the back. 7 times, paralyzing this black man. Kyle Wittenhouse shoot 3 protesters, killing 2 of them, and found not guilty, and was hailed as a hero in this country for killing 3 people who protested against police brutality. If there had been a black young teen, 17 years old, enter Kenosha, Wisconsin, and shot protesters, he would still be locked up with a life sentence, possibly sentenced to death row. I don't know if Wisconsin have a death row law on the books. I don't know. But we know in this country, a black teen wouldn't have the benefit of the doubt like Kyle Wittenhouse. Why is Dalen Black free? Because of his skin color, and he hang out with blacks. We better stop this multicultural stuff, I told you. But check this video clip out.
Amarillo Police Department is still investigating a homicide that occurred during a Labor Day weekend after party. The family of the victim, Felita Bailey, wants justice and answers. ABC 7's Reagan Lopez has that story.
My daughter she would be 26. She would have been 26 October 26th of this year.
According to police, officers responded after a fight started that spilled into the street where shots were fired. Felita Bailey and another victim were taken to the hospital where Felita died.
She's been her last moments fighting men.
The first and only known suspect, 22-year-old Dylan Black, was arrested and charged with murder, but was later released due to insufficient evidence. When we spoke with APD Homicide Unit Commander Lieutenant Clements on September 9th, he said they're still waiting on ballistics.
But we want to make sure that we know exactly what happened on that scene 100% before we charge anybody with any kind of a charge that we.
Clements said there are new leads, but the case is still an ongoing investigation, and not much can be shared. Nearly a month later, and no other arrests have been made.
I just refuse to let my daughter case go unsolved. That's just not gonna happen. I'll fight. I can't even grieve because I have to fight. This is my only child.
Oh, they turn these folks' houses up.
Let me get out. Let me get out. Let me get out.
Who house is this? Damn!
did. Hey, Corey's fucking that nigga up, man.
This complaint in the shooting death of an Amarillo woman August 31st paints a picture of a wave of lives that surveillance video contradicts. Dylan Black is charged with murder, and the complaint tells a police version of what happened when a man was wounded and Felita Bailey died near 13th and South Avondale. It says about 40 people came uninvited to a late night party where a man was dragged into the street and beaten. That's when 4 shots rang out, wounding the man in the leg. Despite what Black said happened, video from several sources tell the story. After his arrest Sunday in Bushland, the complaint says he continued to change stories. Police found the clothes he was wearing and the suspected gun at a home in Amarillo. A witness led them to that gun.
Post this up on y'all page. Because you know what your sons did. You know what your friends' kids did. All of y'all. Because I got the video. Y'all know y'all got the video. Y'all trying to keep it from coming out. Because you know it's the truth. Y'all raised some puss boys, boy. Put their hands on my baby. Rip the clothes from my baby's body. Pull my baby's hair. This ain't finna go undone. And the Amarillo Police Department either could work with me or feel like they working against me right now. They're not trying to do anything about it. They want me to call, supposedly. I had a detective tell me, why don't you call and get this person to come in? Why don't you call them? I'm giving you information that was given to me. Why would I do your job? What kind of shit is that?
Fifi the Vibe. Follow me on Snapchat at Fifi the Vibe.
Okay. Period. You see me.
In the anguished words of her mother, Odessa, Felita had a magnetic personality that naturally drew people to her. She was sweet, loving, and possessed a vibrantly beautiful soul that illuminated every room she entered with her radiant smile. From a young age, Felita was industrious, helping her mother run their family catering business named Tifi's, a blend of their names. She was also diligently working toward a certification as a dental hygienist, showing promise in her burgeoning career. Outside of her professional aspirations, Felita cherished the time spent with family and friends. However, Bailey's bright future was mercilessly stolen on the night of August 31st during what should have been a joyous after-party with friends. The evening turned deadly when she declined Dylan Black's sexual advances. Enraged by her refusal, Black escalated the confrontation violently, drawing a gun and fatally shooting Felita 3 times. This senseless act of violence robbed Bailey of her dreams and her life, leaving her family and community to mourn the devastating loss of a young woman whose potential will now never be realized.
That's the police. Why is it? I want charges filed against all those. It's on video. It's on video of these young thugs attacking my baby. It's on video. So when an officer tells you that's hearsay, when that officer has the exact same video, are you going to believe the police department is with you or helping you? You're not going to believe that. My daughter is a high school graduate. My daughter attends college. My daughter came out here back in January she said she's going to finish out her dentistry and spend time with her grandmother. Growing up, she pretty much saw her grandmother, holidays and birthdays and stuff. And she like, Mom, I'm just go down there and get my dentistry. I'll be back. I can most definitely say, I'm going to tell you like this. My daughter don't have no criminal record. Just about every thug that was at that house has a criminal record. My daughter would not have been there. She just was hanging with family. Family knew some people there and said, hey guys, come on. See, it's a lot they're not telling you. It's a lot that won't be released. But I'm releasing this because it's a lot you guys don't know. Now, if you a mother, imagine something happening to your child. Okay? And then the police not telling you nothing. The hospital not telling you nothing. And you find out about your child's death on the news because the police say they ain't gotta tell you. I'm my daughter's next to kin. Her father is her next to kin. So we're pushing, we're fighting, we're most definitely looking into this. I've reached out to the chief of police, nothing. You know, the city manager, maybe there's that, you know, because my daughter's death not finna go like that. Amarillo has a thing of unsolved murders when it comes to people that look like myself and my daughter. They sweep it under the rug. Majority of they unsolved murders are people that look brown and black people. And they don't care. They don't care. When they couldn't tell me nothing about my daughter, I knew they wasn't working on her case. Like they said, they didn't have to tell me she was deceased, but oh yes, you do. That's by law. But they didn't. The same way they didn't notify me of Dylan Black's release when they were supposed to, because now I'm in fear of my life. Because you have a suspect out here of murder, which you already done said he's a murderer. Now I'm in fear of my life because this thug is walking the street. That's on probation. That unloaded in the school zone. But he ain't in jail. And you gonna tell me they ain't got nothing to do with race? A suspect in a murder case unload a weapon in the school zone and he ain't in jail. On probation and he ain't in jail. They say there could be multiple shooters. I want them all. I don't care. Because it's going down. Everybody finna catch it from the homeowners on down. The police department too. So that's a little bit of insight for those that don't know and don't understand what's going on or what's going on. The police department ain't trying to help us, y'all. They too busy trying to protect Dylan Black. They too busy trying to protect the white boy. Seriously. So I'm looking to get any and all the help that I can, far as, you know, getting attorneys in, getting any action I can go against this, everything that I'm facing. Because they have the same videos I have. They won't even take statements if you're writing a statement against the white boy Dylan Black. And this is the truth. So like I said, my daughter was assaulted inside the home before it went outside the home. Them dudes, Dylan Black, all the rest of them, they know who the hell they is. The other so-called gun victims know who they is. That's the one my daughter rejected. And then put his hands on my baby. It's all on camera. My family member went to protect my baby and almost lost his life too. Yes, they trying to sweep it under the rug. I'm not gonna let them sweep it under the rug. And I told them that. I'm not gonna let them sweep it under the rug. It's gonna be hell deep, pure, hot motherfucking water. They're not gonna sweep it under the rug. I'm not gonna let them. Because see, as black people here, they don't care about us. And most of it is because a lot of times we don't care about each other. Because had my daughter had blonde hair and blue eyes, clear skin, this would already been taken care of. This already been done. Swoop, all of that. I've never seen a murder suspect just let go so easily. But when your mom and your parents have connections to people up in police departments and stuff like that, you could get away with stuff like that. But it's not. They're not going to get away. None of them. The police department, none of them. Because they're not making me feel like they're trying to work on my daughter's case. Because they're not. They're not trying to, you know, they're not trying to, you know, none of that. So, as a community, we are. And y'all know me. Y'all know I'm not backing down. So, I'm like I told that officer, my last breath, and like I told him, you look me in my face, because I'm telling you, my daughter not finna be another one of y'all unsolved cases. Because the thing is, they not trying to let that white boy go down by himself. That's the thing. I don't care who it is. All of them. Whoever was there. Every last one of them. Because as far as I'm concerned, everybody at that party is an accessory to murder. All of them. Because you were there. You were a witness to a crime. All of you are. So y'all just needed to know that. I needed to share that with you. I need y'all to share this live, please. Share my story. Share my baby's story. I'm all she got speaking for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm all my baby got. So, share my live. Share, please share. Because the truth is out there. That's the truth. This is what a lot of people ain't trying to tell y'all. And ain't trying to talk about. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. This is what a lot of people not trying to talk about, y'all. Is what happened before. How my baby was attacked. How her clothes was ripped from her body. How her hair was pulled. And how I never identified my daughter. My daughter never had identification on her. She didn't even have her ID on her. My baby wasn't in that house not even 10 minutes. From my understanding, 8 minutes the most. I'm suspicious of that because I'm wondering how two people that don't know nobody in the party just all of a sudden get jumped on by all these people. And both are the same kind of people. My daughter don't bother nobody. Again, I did not know my daughter was deceased until the news. The police, the detectives, they didn't notify me. They hurried up. I don't know if they took organs out of my baby's body. They hurried up and moved her around before anything. Nobody identified my daughter. Nobody. Not even her father. Nobody identified her daughter. My daughter. His daughter, our daughter. Nobody identified her. It's a lot of holes in the story. It's a lot of paperwork that's not matching other paperwork going on. So I'm in for a fight of my life. I am in for the fight of my life. Please share my video. Please share. People don't, this is the truth of what everybody trying to keep out and trying to hide. My baby was attacked before she was murdered. And they tried to kill the other family member. So, y'all stay prayed up. Please watch over your children. Hold them. Keep them near you. Keep your kids near you. Keep your babies near you. Yes, I agree, Shonda, but ain't nobody... Here the thing is, Shonda, actually people are coming forward. There are people coming forward, but here's the thing, and it's been getting back to us, that when they go in there and they speak against that white boy Dylan Black, the police don't want to hear nothing about it. They'll tell them that's hearsay, even though they was right there at the party. So y'all tell me what that is. When my family member who Dylan Black and his homeboys assaulted and damn near beat to death, they wouldn't even allow him to press charges on Dylan Black. So y'all tell me what's going on. If someone assault me and I go down to the police station, you have no right to tell me I can't press charges on the person that assaulted me just because of your affiliation with them. Allegedly. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's people coming forward, but when they go against him and whoever, you know what I'm saying, it's because, you know what I'm saying, he lawyered up. The same way it's coming over here. So y'all finna see. It's finna be a shake in the city. And I pray and hope that not only do my daughter's case get solved, I pray and hope that my daughter's case blow the roof off a whole bunch of other cases and blow the top off of the corruption and everything that APD is doing. Because no one contacted me. I didn't know who was on my baby case or nothing. If I wouldn't have called the police, I wouldn't have known a damn shit. I wouldn't have known nothing. They didn't even know I was her mother. They didn't try to find out who the hell my daughter was before they took her body away. I didn't see my baby for over 5 days. Somebody supposed to identify her. That's law. But y'all love your children. Keep your children with you. Because I'm telling you, my heart hurts so bad. My heart is in a million pieces. But grieving for me probably can't come right now. Because I have to fight. I can't let this go, because the longer it goes, the more evidence they're trying to cover up. The longer this goes, the more evidence they're trying to cover up on their end, on the hospital's end, on everybody's end. My daughter had knots in her head. My daughter had knots around her head. So if you was at the funeral and you saw how her hair was, that was to cover the knots and bruises that them thug-ass, young punk-ass Negroes did to my daughter. That the police don't want me to fight for. APD. These detectives are not showing no bit of concern. They're not showing no sympathy. None of that. They're not like, Miss Bailey, we wish you anything. But they just want me to stop going up there, pressing them and asking them, what have we done yet? What have we come across? And I'm not going to stop. I told them, I'm still walking and breathing. I'm going. I'm fighting.
Black people, is that where we at? As a culture, as a race, we allow an outsider, a European, join our gangs, influence us to jump on our own people, a woman. From my understanding, there were black men helping this white guy, this white man, dismantle and unalive our sister, beating our sister down before she was shot. Is that where we at as a culture? Is that what the parents have taught black kids? See, black people are afraid to teach black people to love themselves and teach black people who we are as a people. See, if we teach who we are as a people, we won't be so quick to kill our people because some white man influenced you. These were brothers beating down a sister. That's beta male behavior. That's a coward to me. You let someone join your gang and influence you, and they're outsiders. That is a shame. So, do you cowards who jumped on that black woman, do you support this white man, Dalen Black, shooting and killing our sister? Peace, Black Power.